Please join me in prayer. Lord God, by your word, all things were made, and without it, nothing would exist. And so we ask that you breathe your creative word into these graduates, that they might build new bridges in the world, uniting our common humanity. May they inspire the spiritless and bring words of peace and healing to places where woundedness and violence still reign. Lord God, by your hand, all things are sustained, and all would fall to nothing if you did not uphold it. And so we ask that as these graduates leave Davis and Elkins College, that your hand would guide them, making their path straight and their ways clear. May the work of their hands be for the service of neighbor and not to service of self. Establish the work of their hands, O God. Lord God, by your Spirit, you bring freedom and new life to the creatures of the earth, and without your Spirit, all life would languish. And so we ask that you bless these graduates with a new spirit, a spirit of kindness and generosity, and may they be a blessing to all who they will encounter and meet on their journey, liberating those captive to sin and death, and thereby witnessing to your kingdom that is coming into the world. We give you thanks and praise, O Lord. We celebrate these accomplishments, these people, their families, as both an end and a new beginning. It's in your holy name that we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. Good morning. And to all our moms that are with us, happy Mother's Day weekend to each of you. Welcome to Harper McNeely Auditorium and the Miles Center for the Arts for the 116th commencement exercises of Davis and Elkins College, where our mission is to prepare and to inspire students for success and for thoughtful engagement in the world. We gather today to celebrate another success in the accomplishment of that mission as we confer degrees upon the class of 2025. Graduates, congratulations. You make your soon-to-be alma mater, your families and your friends, whether in this auditorium or watching us by live stream, very proud. I wish to recognize and to thank all of the musicians who enhance the commencement experience. We are blessed that the Davis and Elkins College Concert Choir, under the direction of Liz Marshall McVeigh and accompanied by Donna Baruti Huffman, will be sharing their talents just a bit later in the ceremony. And we also thank select players from the Elkins High School Band for the procession into the Miles Center this morning. Among all of our guests today, we would like to recognize some very special guests, either seated on the stage or seated with our First Lady, Lisa Wood, down to my right. We welcome Michael Mills, the spouse of our keynote speaker, Nikki Bowman Mills, and also Michael is the vision behind the renovation of the building that we are now in, as well as the design and the planning of Glory Residence Hall through the Mills Architectural Group. Board of Trustees members and spouses present include our Board of Trustee Chair, Dave Cutlip, class of 1977, Ms. Joyce Butler McKee Allen of Colton, West Virginia, Dr. Kim Ferry, class of 1985 from Buchanan, West Virginia, Dr. Bill Johnston of Friendsville, Maryland, with his wife Susan and their granddaughter Elsie with us this morning. I have to add, Elsie's a prospective student for D&E. And I also want to welcome Amber Vineyard, class of 2010 from Elkins, who happens to have a wedding next weekend. To the class of 2025, you have made us proud ever since you stepped foot onto the hallowed grounds of this campus, but you have never made us more proud than we are today. The faculty and the staff of this college join with your family and your friends in expressing our admiration and our pride in your accomplishment. Graduates, I ask that you reflect on your time and on your experience on this campus, and that you never forget that you have learned about the importance of dedicating your lives to service, to justice, to peace. Did you know that only 6.7% of the world's population graduates from college? Think about that. 6.7%. You are among the fortunate. You are among the blessed. And Jesus said, "From everyone to whom much has been given, much will be required." You have been blessed in order to be a blessing. Make your lives count. Make your lives count by caring for God's people and indeed for God's world. I also remind you that as celebratory as this day is in your lives, please know that commencement exercises are not the culmination of your journey, but rather they are a milestone along the way. That journey, your journey through life, lies ahead of you, and the decisions you make now will influence the quality and the impact of your life in future years. From that vantage point of my 6 decades upon this earth, may I be so bold as to urge you to be alert to wonder. Be alert to wonder. Wonder will make your lives wonderful. You know, during the 16th and the 17th centuries, one of the most prized pieces of furniture financially well-off families maintained was called a wonder cabinet. Wonder cabinets contained knick-knack shelves dedicated to displaying collections and natural wonders. And our ancestors would go on what they called marveling in the world. Isn't that a wonderful phrase? Marveling in the world. And they would go marveling, and they would come back with unique butterflies or 4-leaf clovers or simmering seashells, and they would put their triumphs into their wonder cabinets. And in addition to the wonders of nature, our ancestors would go marveling, and they would bring back human wonders. Human wonders that would include things like a piece of prose, might include a wonderful piece of painting or of pottery. Wonder cabinets were like momentary museums to the miraculous, giving their owners a chance for a daily dose of wonderment and marveling. Albert Einstein once observed, "There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is to live as though everything is a miracle." Graduates, God places before you a wonderful life. And I ask each of you, will you choose to experience that gift of God today and for every day for the rest of your lives? At commencement, pause, give thanks, and then move on. Move on and go marveling in the world, for the journey continues. May God bless each of you on that journey, and may you have a wonderful life. I would like to invite to the podium Mr. Dave Cutlip, D&E class of 1977, and the chair of the Davis and Elkins College Board of Trustees. Would you greet Mr. Cutlip?
Thank you, President Wood. On behalf of the members of the Board of Trustees of Davis and Elkins College, I congratulate each and every one of you, the class of 2025. And to the family and friends of these soon-to-be grads, congratulations to you. You've played an important role in seeing them through this life achievement. For all you have done, we are truly grateful, and we share in your pride. To you soon-to-be grads, today is your day. Don't forget Mother tomorrow. 48 years ago, I had the same opportunity as you have now. I too earned my diploma. Then I went away from Elkins, found my life's work, my very patient and wonderful wife, and a life experience that I simply couldn't have imagined back then. I'm certain that during your time here at D&E, you have often heard, this place changes lives. It did for me. 37 years after leaving D&E, I returned to Elkins and Randolph County and made it my home for the next chapter of my life. And I did it because of my fond memories of D&E and the mountains of West Virginia. While many of you will never likely choose to make Elkins your home, I have no doubt you will always have your own fond memories of D&E and our mountains of West Virginia. And I have no doubt that you will someday realize this college changed your life as well. I now serve on the Board of Trustees to help and ensure that this 121-year-old college will be here when you come back next year, maybe the year after, or even 10, 20, or 48 years from now. And when you do, you will fondly remember your experience here. In so many ways, it started right here with the commitment D&E made to me. And it's the same commitment D&E made to you, to prepare you for success and thoughtful engagement in the world. Class of 2025, do great things, help each other, and be a good citizen in the world that needs good and kind citizens now more than ever. Congratulations.
Nikki Bowman Mills is a graduate of West Virginia University and DePaul University, earning a Bachelor of Arts in Slavic Studies and International Studies with a minor in Russian and History, a Master of Arts in Writing and Publishing, respectively. Mills has spent a 3-decade career in editing and writing, roles spanning the greater Eastern United States. An entrepreneur, she has acted as founder, president, publisher, and editor of New South Media since 2008. And today, New South Media publishes such magazines as West Virginia Living, West Virginia Weddings, Wonderful West Virginia, and probably most importantly, Davis and Elkins College's own Forward magazine. Mills has played a pivotal role in the creation of more than 40 dedicated and recurring publications, travel guides, and books across the state of West Virginia. New South Media is also a sponsor of nearly a dozen initiatives and programmings helping businesses, individuals, and underserved communities within the state. Mills regularly donates time and resources into her communities and serves on high-profile boards, including the Morgantown Children's Museum Board, Mon Health Foundation Board, Tamarack Artists Foundation Board, and the WVU Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra Advisory Board. While I first met Nikki through my relationship with her husband, Michael, it was her zest for pursuing a wonderful life that drew me to her. And I have little doubt that Nikki has a wonder cabinet. And I have little doubt that it overflows, for she sees beauty and possibility in everything that she encounters. And any readers of any of the many magazines published by New South Media quickly would recognize that fact. And finally, Nikki and I share something else in common. We were both born in West Virginia, left the state for a time seeking those wonders, and ultimately came back with eyes wide open to the wonder that was always around us. Nikki's love and devotion to the state of West Virginia is ever prevalent, and she is a treasured gem to this state. Would you please join me in welcoming to the podium our keynote speaker, Nikki Bowman-Mills.
Good morning, class of 2025. It is an absolute honor to be standing here with you today. Now, I know you're all itching to walk across the stage, toss your cap, and never look back. We've been there, but take a moment, a deep breath, look around you, look at your friends, your mentors, your family. Today, when you're outside, take in this amazing mountain light and the beauty of the special campus that has been home to you for the last 4 years. So today, I want to talk to you about one phrase, one idea, one challenge that has the power to change your life. And that is, be a possibilitarian. You're probably not going to find that phrase, that word, in a textbook. It's not trending on TikTok yet. But I'm telling you, it needs to be tattooed on your brain. Being a possibilitarian will transform your life. Because in a world that's addicted to negativity and obsessed with limits, we need more possibilitarians. Being a possibilitarian means being a problem solver. It means being resourceful. It means seeing something that doesn't exist and figuring out how to build it. Possibilitarians believe in the power of what if. Defeatists, on the other hand, say, why bother? Possibilitarians see a blank canvas. Defeatists see a wall. Possibilitarians say, what if we tried this? What if it works? What if our idea changes the game or leads to even a better idea? Possibilitarians embrace an entrepreneurial mindset. As someone who is an entrepreneur, I believe you can't be a successful one without looking for, seeing, and believing in new possibilities. I think I've probably always been an entrepreneur. In fact, my earliest memories are of living in a trailer in Clay County along the Elk River, right next to a very smelly sewer plant in Two-Run. We got a grocery store. A new grocery store was built right across from where I lived. It was a Food Lion. And I saw, we had a big parking lot went in, and all of these cars were in the parking lot, and I thought, this is a good opportunity to make some money. I was 6 years old. I set up a table outside the door of the grocery store, and guess what I sold? You're probably thinking lemonade. Nope, I sold tadpoles. I caught tadpoles in the Elk River, I put them in baggies, and I sold them for $0.25. Supply and demand, baby. I instinctively knew to differentiate myself because a bunch of kids had lemonade stands, but no one was selling tadpoles. Now, I had yet to learn about market research, but that would come much later. But I didn't stop at tadpoles. I also had this idea to make mud pies. Does anybody even know what a mud pie is? I mean real ones, real mud, not the fancy chocolate kind. So I'd make mud pies, and then I put them in people's cars. It's because back then we didn't lock our car doors. But I put them in people's cars, and I had this idea that I would go to them and I would say, offer to clean them out if they paid me 50 cents. Again, I didn't quite think that one through because I told on myself very quickly by offering to clean out the cars. I got in so much trouble that I think I was paddled from one end of the Elk River to the other. My mother will probably back me up on that. And then I had to clean out all the cars for free. That was my first business failure. So I don't believe I don't believe having an entrepreneurial mindset necessarily means you have to run out and start a company, start a business. I believe that mindset means you are a possibilitarian. Possibilitarians are people who see a crack in the wall and think that's how the light gets in. Or they see a gap in the system and say, I've got an idea on how to fill that. Whether you're going to be a nurse, a teacher, a coder, an artist, a content creator, or a CEO, you can think like an entrepreneur and be a possibilitarian. In fact, you should. Because the world doesn't need more people just going through the motions. Yes, possibilitarians are dreamers, but more importantly, they are courageous doers, and the world desperately needs more of them. And the best part about being a possibilitarian is that you already have what it takes to be one. You know how to work hard. You know how to show up, even when life knocks the wind out of you. You know how to think creatively. At the 1904 Society Gala, I was talking with two impressive students. Honestly, that dinner is one of my favorite events. I love meeting all of you students. I always leave feeling like the world is in good hands. But this year, I met a couple students who I believe were from the Netherlands and Germany. I actually see one out in the audience. And as I listened to their stories of traveling to D&E, sight unseen, I'm thinking, wow, how incredibly courageous at 18 years old to not just leave home on your own, but travel to another country, making friends in a new culture, and sometimes in a second language. Amazing. Another student I spoke to had been in foster care here in West Virginia, and she spoke about what her education at D&E meant to her. It was a lifeline that changed the trajectory of her life. She spoke about how D&E provided a loving and stable community that gave her a foundation that she had never had, and one strong enough for her to build on for the rest of her life. Equally incredible. And this brings me to something I think you need to hear. It doesn't matter where you were born or where your journey began, whether it began in Portugal or Paris or Pittsburgh. If you've spent the last 4 years living, learning, growing, and becoming in Elkins, West Virginia, well, I've got news for you. You're one of us now. And that means something. You've not only walked these hills, and you probably have the calves to prove it, but you've been shaped by the grit, the grace, the quiet strength of this place and its people. And yes, that means something, because this place, it doesn't just pass through you, it stays. It has shaped you in quiet, lasting ways. And whether you knew it or not, by planting your life here, you became a West Virginian, not by accident, but by choice. And no matter where life takes you next, this chapter of your story will always go with you. And I know a little bit about telling stories. So for those of you who were born and bred here in West Virginia, like myself, I've got a message for you too. I built my career telling the stories of West Virginia, the good, the gritty, the glorious. I created my company, New South Media and West Virginia Living Magazine, because I was tired of people telling us what we couldn't be. I was tired of the national headlines calling us backward, broken, and forgotten. Now, I've thought long and hard about where that drive started for me. And I can trace it back, actually, to elementary school in the 3rd grade. As I mentioned, I grew up in Clay, a very rural part of the state. We had a long-term substitute teacher. Can't remember her name, but what I do remember is that if we used the word ain't, she made us write on the blackboard, ain't isn't a word 100 times. And here's the thing. All the English teachers out there, don't be hating on me. Ain't is a word, and it has been used by English speakers for centuries. But that moment stands out in my mind because of what she said next. If you say ain't, people will think you're uneducated, that you're less than. And this rocked my world, because it was the first time I ever thought, people think of us as being different, as less than, we aren't as good as other people, and I remember that. And that moment stands out to me and will continue to live with me for the rest of my life. But that seed would germinate, and it would eventually lead me to launching New South Media and a career telling the real stories of our state. And when I started my company a little over 16 years ago, many people told me that those stories weren't worth hearing. And most of those people were West Virginians. People said, people in Wheeling, they don't care what's happening in Charleston. People don't care about what to do in Elkins or in Harpers Ferry. But you know what? They were wrong. When I launched my company in 2008, it was absolutely the worst time ever for print since the invention of the press. More magazines were shuttering than starting, and I knew the statistics. More than 80% of magazines that started failed in the first year. If you happen to make it to the second year, 85% of those failed in the second year. And it was probably a good thing that I wasn't all that great in math, because those odds, they weren't favorable. But on top of that, I own a media company where even the definition of how we deliver our stories, our products, it changes every frickin' day. But I did it. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't always fun. And people would always say when they would hear my story, wow, that took a lot of grit. You know what? It did. But you know something else? That's something that every one of you has in common. You have grit, and it's something you need in order to be a possibilitarian. And that grit, it gives you a story. And stories, they matter. Your story is your superpower. Your story is what differentiates you from one another. Now, let's get something straight. You don't have to leave West Virginia to be successful. Although I know some of you will be leaving, but know this, if you do leave, that doesn't mean you're leaving this place behind. No matter where life takes you, whether it's Morgantown, Miami, or Milan, this place, these hills, these people, they're going to be baked into your bones. They are a part of your story now. And I'll be honest with you, you're walking into a world that is complicated, a tad bit crazy, unpredictable, even messy. But it's never been more important to be a possibilitarian. Possibilitarians don't wait for the world to fix itself. They get to work. They start with what they have. For those of us from West Virginia, we've been doing that since day one. We've had to. When the world didn't hand us opportunities, we made our own. That's not just history, that's heritage. And we need to wear that like a badge of honor. So being from this place, no matter if it's by birth or by choice, it's an important part of your story. It is the blueprint for everything you're going to build from this day forward. Now, I won't lie to you, the world's not always kind to possibilitarians. Some folks will try to shrink your dreams because they're afraid of their own. You'll find it is easier for folks to complain than actually solve problems. But hold fast to your dreams and know that you don't need to have it all figured out right now. Lord knows I didn't when I was your age. I was a Russian major, for goodness sakes. And this was back when the Soviet Union was still around. And I think I must have had this idea that I wanted to be an international correspondent and a spy. But my path zigged and zagged and zigged some more until my passion and purpose aligned. And yours will too. I tried new things. You'll need to try new things until you feel that spark. And that's all you need is one ember, one spark of belief that your life can be more than what anyone's ever imagined for you. Feed that spark, protect it, nurture it like you would a garden in rocky soil, because possibilities don't grow unless you believe they can. Don't be afraid to take risks. Being a possibilitarian is not a career path, it's a declaration. And it doesn't matter what your career is. Possibilitarians are builders, but they're also artists, activists, healers. They don't just make products or deliver services, they create meaning. They see what is and choose to build what should be. They have a mission. One of the most important things I've learned in my journey is that you don't build something great by chasing money. You build it by chasing a mission. If you do that, the money will come. My mission is to change perceptions of West Virginia, not just how others from the outside look at us, but how we look at ourselves as West Virginians. Our publications are more than just magazines. They are community builders. Every piece we publish has to answer to these questions. Does this change perceptions? Does it make someone proud to be from here? Does it challenge the narrative? Does it support and spotlight the dreamers and doers who live in these hills? My team and I have built a platform that reminds people, including myself, that this place is full of beauty, power, and possibility. And that brings me back to you. So class of 2025, here's what I want you to do. Start. Start something, anything. Start a podcast, start a bakery, start a nonprofit, start a revolution. Start telling your story, owning your power. Start serving your mission. Don't wait for a perfect plan. Don't wait for permission. All you need is one spark, one moment of boldness. You don't have to see the whole path. You just have to believe that there is one. A possibilitarian doesn't wait for the world to give them a roadmap. They make their own. They don't follow someone else's story. They write their own in big, bold letters with a Sharpie. Because the world is full of noise, but what it's starving for is authenticity. People with roots, people with vision, people who are grounded enough to know where they came from and brave enough to imagine where they're going. The world is starved for people with stories. So here's what I want you to remember as you walk across the stage today. Your story has power. Use it. Your mind is your greatest asset. Stay curious. Your work ethic is already miles ahead. Keep grinding. This place, Davison Elkins College, this state of West Virginia, will always be with you. Carry it not as baggage, but as a badge of honor. And finally, always be a possibilitarian. Thank you and congratulations.
Definitely. Thank you to the choir. Good morning. I am Mike Madison, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and I too welcome all of you here today. It is my privilege and pleasure to confer a selection of special honors. First, we would like to recognize our Alderson Broadus University students, Richard Davis, Tanner DeLorme, and Jake Rallo. We are grateful you three could continue your journey with us. Next, we would like to recognize our salutatorian. The salutatorian is the graduating senior with the second highest grade point average of the graduating class. The salutatorian of the Davis and Elkins College class of 2025 is Rebecca Rodriguez, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. So it gives me great pleasure to recognize Rebecca as the salutatorian of the class of 2025.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be here today speaking to you all on behalf of my class. As you might have noticed already, I lost my voice. I think I'm really getting old now. But today, I want to talk about dreams. Who doesn't have dreams? Who never dreamt of visiting a new country, buying their dream car, or winning that tournament? Dreams are many. Opportunities, though, not always. But today, I wanted to talk about the college dream, which I'm sure that at least everyone in this middle section had one day. Many things came with that dream. Moving into the dorms, making new friends, missing home, going to that party, not getting the grade you wanted, having a favorite professor, getting your first job. We all had that college dream, but we had no idea how hard we would have to work for it to come true. And we all faced unimaginable challenges along the way. In my case, I arrived as an international student from Brazil. Before I could even get here, I faced challenges I never thought I would. First, COVID hit in March 2020, and all of the US embassies were closed in Brazil, so I couldn't get my visa. Over the summer, I got a call from D&E asking if I wanted to take online classes from home or defer it to the spring. And I chose to wait until the spring. I suck at online classes. Then December hit and everything in Brazil was still closed. I still didn't have my visa until I saw an article on the news about getting US visas in other countries. And like Hamilton would say, I'm not throwing away my shot. I emailed them asking for an expedited visa, thinking they would schedule me for the next few weeks. However, they emailed me back, within an hour saying that they had scheduled me for an appointment in 2 days, in Chile. So I had until the end of the day to pack my life into 2 suitcases, buy flight tickets, book a hotel, and rush to a place I had never been to. I couldn't miss my shot. We went to get COVID tested and rushed to the airport, only to not have the COVID test results arrive on time and get told we couldn't board the plane. I cried when I saw my college dream dripping down the drain. But we didn't give up. We were set for a connecting flight in a different state before heading to Chile. So we put the suitcases in the car and we drove 7 hours hoping to board that flight to Chile. And we did. We arrived in Chile. My mom got robbed on the way to my visa interview. I fought with my dad on the street and I cried minutes before my interview. But I still got it. My visa was approved. And until I made it to the US, So many more things happened that I couldn't fit into this speech. But my point is that despite the challenges, I never gave up on my dream. And I'm sure my class didn't either. We fought for our dreams, and here we are. We leave now much different than how we came in my case, voiceless. D&E shaped us, built our character, and changed our lives forever. And I'm so grateful for that. And before I leave, I wanted to send a message em português to my family. A minha família, muito obrigada por terem dado sangue, suor e lágrimas para que eu pudesse viver o sonho da minha vida. Vocês nunca desistiram e tudo isso foi possível graças a vocês. O meu amor por vocês é infinito e a gratidão é eterna. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Our final award is the Freeman J. Daniels Academic Achievement Award. This award, established in 1981, is named in honor of the late Freeman J. Daniels, an alumnus of the class of 1922 and one of the college's most distinguished graduates. The Freeman J. Daniels Academic Achievement Award recognized the graduating senior with the highest grade point average of his or her graduating class, the valedictorian. This year's valedictorian is Bryson Seckler. Bryson is graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Finance, so please join me in welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Bryson Seckler.
Good morning, respected faculty, proud families and friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of the class of 2025. It's an extraordinary honor to stand before you today, to be chosen to speak on behalf of such a remarkable group of people. People who have challenged norms, overcome obstacles, and pushed themselves through every paper, project, and deadline. It is truly humbling. College is a time of transformation. When we first arrived on campus, we came as individuals searching for a direction, connection, and perhaps a sense of even who we were. We came from different cities, countries, and walks of life, but we all arrived with questions. And today, we leave not necessarily with all the answers, but with a deeper understanding of how to ask the right ones. We've grown through hard work and late nights, yes, but also through conversations that made us question everything, through failure that forced us to adapt, and through unexpected friendships that reminded us we never had to do it alone. Let's be honest, college wasn't always a highlight reel. There were moments of burnout, imposter syndrome, and wondering whether it was all going to be worth it. But we persevered. We survived late nights and early morning practices, fire alarms, and the dreadful walk to class after a snowstorm. And we made it to this day, not just to receive a degree, but to celebrate the resilience, courage, and the quiet victories that got us here. To our professors, thank you for challenging us to think bigger, write clearer, and never accept easy answers. To our families, thank you for your unconditional support, for believing in us when we doubted ourselves, and for picking up the phone at all hours. To our friends, thank you for the laughter, the conversations, and the unwavering belief that we'd get through this together. And to my fellow graduates, you are entering a world that needs your voice, your vision, your compassion. Degrees are important, but your values, your integrity, and how you choose to show up for others will define you far more in life than any title. We've been equipped to not just think with knowledge, but the ability to think critically, care deeply, and act courageously. Let's use that. Let's make something better. Whether that's in a boardroom, a classroom, a lab, or a community, let's challenge ourselves to amplify truth and never settle for good enough when we know better is possible. This is not the end. It is the beginning. A new chapter filled with uncertainty, yes, but also with limitless possibilities. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it, and now it's time to do even more. Thank you.
Thank you, Bryson. And I apologize for not canceling class after the snowstorm this winter. I think we should confer some degrees. Graduates, are you ready? All right. Family and friends, are you ready? I would like to invite Ms. Kate Garlick, Dean of Students, to come forward to read the names of students receiving their diplomas today. And graduates, just like we practiced yesterday. Okay. Would the candidates for the Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees, as well as candidates for any certificates, please stand. President Wood, I have the distinct honor of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees of Associate in Art, Associate in Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science, as well as our certificate programs. These students have met all the requirements and have been approved by the faculty and the Board of Trustees to receive their diplomas.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Davis and Elkins College and by the state of West Virginia, I now confer upon you the degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, Bachelor of Arts, and Bachelor of Science degrees, as well as any certificates, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. On behalf of the entire college community, I wish you God's richest blessings. Would you now come forward to receive your diplomas? Students, please remain seated until the faculty marshals release your robe.
Lindsay Ann Marie Allard, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Joshua Harper Allegra, Bachelor of Science, Outdoor Recreation Management. Juan Amon Gonzalez, Bachelor of Science, Management, Marketing. Nicholas Gabriel Emirati, Bachelor of Arts, Criminology. Briley Morgan Anderson, Bachelor of Arts, History. Daisy Addison Arbogast, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Ryan Hunter Arbogast, Associate in Science, Nursing. Wesley Brendan Athey, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services, Criminology. Eli Davis Ballantyne, Associate in Science, Forest Technology, Bachelor of Science, Sustainable Resource Management. Addison Willow Burdine, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Monica Haldborg Birkland, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science. Caden Samuel Blizzard, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Product Design. Angelina Victoria Bouchard Perez, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Criminology, Psychology and Human Services. Laura Marie Bogan, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Sarah Lucy Bowman, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Stephanie Brooke Bronca, Associate in Science, Nursing. Lavon Lynn Brown, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Xavier DeMarcus Niger Brown, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Shelby Grace Kalane, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Logan Roy Lee Campbell, completer, College Experience Program. Josiane Canales Escalene, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Clara Carrault, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics. Franco Adrian Casulo, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Dominique Costano Ballesteros, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Mohammed Chabain, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. William Tyler Choate, Associate in Science, Nursing. Kyle James Clements, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Kimberly Dawn Coleman, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Callie Rihanna Grace Collins, highest honors, highest ranking AA and AS combined, receiving a scroll symbolizing this honor, Associate in Science, Nursing. Gabriel Isaiah Condor, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Jennifer Ashley Cook, Honors, Associate in Science, Nursing. Sydney Jane Cooper, Summa Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Kelsey Lorraine Corcoran, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Trinity Sky Cossette, Bachelor of Arts, Art. Joao Francisco Mercado Monteiro da Costa, Bachelor of Science, Physical Education. Richard Lee Davis, Bachelor of Science, Management Marketing. Brianne Elizabeth DeBose, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Alyssa Grace DeLeonibus, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Tanner William Ryan DeLorme, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Zoe Mercedes Donaldson, Bachelor of Science, Marketing Management. Presley Drew Douglas, Associate in Science, Nursing. Michaela Renee Dumeyer, Associate in Science, Nursing. Katie Marie Eckel, Bachelor of Science, Industrial Product Design, Theater. Garrett Thomas Eddy, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science. Mohammed Abdelwahab El Shafi, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Vulcan Ergon, Bachelor of Science, Management. Alexis Autumn Evers, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies. Caitlin Marie Fladung, Associate in Science, Nursing. Caitlin Marie Flanagan, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Daniel Franceschetti, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Roger Douglas Gabbert III, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Accounting Management. Braden Nicholas Galassi, Bachelor of Science, Physical Education. Maria Manuela Cavalcanti Paraja Viana Jerome Garcia, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Chemistry. Abril Gerenstein, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Industrial Product Design. Jackson Payne Gibson, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management, Accounting. Benjamin Travis Gillum, Bachelor of Arts, Product Design. Joseph Allen Ginn, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Management. Tyler Martin Greer, Bachelor of Science, Management. Roberta Dawn Gray, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Jeffrey Scott Gribble, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Jennifer Margaret Gunning, Bachelor of Arts, Theater. Angelina Andrea Gutierrez, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Julie Madeline Gutierrez, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Samantha Raquel Hackney, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Ariana Nicole Hinton, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services, Criminology. Ethan James Humphrey, Bachelor of Arts, Theater. Eloise Judith Jacqueline Hutton, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Sydney Claire Imretti, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Nicholas Glenn Jerome, Honors, Associate in Science, Nursing. Madison Mackenzie Johnson, Associate in Science, Nursing. Mackenzie Bennett Jones, Associate in Science, Education, Bachelor of Arts, Interdisciplinary Studies. Roy Bauman Kegley IV, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Economics. Caitlin Rose Keller, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies. Amber Larae Kiesling, High Honors, Associate in Science, Nursing. Serena Ann King, Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Susan Michelle Kinnison, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Charles Dean Kretschmann, Bachelor of Science, Management. Lawrence Peter Cousin IV, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Jennifer Lietta Lance, Bachelor of Arts, Criminology. Hannah Marie Lennon, Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Marketing. Roberto Leonardi, Magna Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Yeah, Roberto! Sarah Renee Lester, Associate in Science, Nursing. Shizu Lee, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Maria Fernanda Lugo Contreras, Bachelor of Science, Marketing, Finance. Johan Magana, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science, Criminology. Kelsey Sue Mahanes, Magna Cum Laude, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Isabella Cronin Martinelli, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Anthony Martins, Magna Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Management, Finance. Haley Kalo Palole Mararuto, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Winifred Elizabeth Michael Mays, Bachelor of Science, Outdoor Recreation Management. Rebecca Elizabeth McClenahan, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science. Madison Lee McDaniel, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Carter Harrison McKenna, Summa Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Gracie May Matheny, Magna Cum Laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Dylan James Miller, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Management. Cassie Nicole Monk, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Ana Elisa Morales, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Dawn Michelle Morris, Bachelor of Science, Biology. Marshall Hunter Mounts, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Leslie Danielle Nestor, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Caroline Yeager Newland, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Anna Catherine Okraski, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies. Morgan Brooke Perry, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science, Criminology. Hannah Lee Phillips, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education, Special Education. Hattie Grace Pilcher, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Elementary Education. Charleston Keontae Pons, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Jaden Faith Pratt, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Christopher Allen Rader, Associate in Science, Nursing. Jacob Thomas Rallo, Bachelor of Science, Sport Management. Ryan Marshall Sebastian Rasco, Bachelor of Science, Mathematics, cum laude. Gabriel Logan Ray, Bachelor of Science, Finance. Emily Elizabeth Reckenbile, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Emily Elizabeth Reeves, Bachelor of Arts, Art. Natasha Del Riffle, Associate in Science, Nursing. Sarah Diane Riggleman, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Rebecca Ferreira Rodriguez, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. I'm not looking. Samuel Elisha Roll IV, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Emily Jane Rowan, Associate in Science, Nursing. Graziana Mariola Rozanska, Bachelor of Science, Management, Marketing. Ricardo Andres Salos Abu Samra, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Marketing, Accounting. Thomas Salvin, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Lily Amanda Saucedo, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Bryson Eric Seckler, highest ranking BS, receiving a scroll symbolizing this honor, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Accounting, Finance. Haley Marie Schaefer, Bachelor of Arts, Special Education including Autism. LaChastity Makayra Schaefer, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science, English. Hunter William Shields, High Honors, Associate in Science, Business, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Industrial Product Design. Nicholas Campas Silva, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Management. Alexis Nicole Smith, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Madison May Snodgrass, Associate in Science, Nursing. Jacob Allen Stairs, Bachelor of Science, Management, Marketing. Andrea Nicole Stanziola Estinaus, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Andrew John Starkey, Associate in Science, Nursing. Charla Dawn Stemple, Highest Honors, Associate in Science, Nursing. Ethan Paul Streeter, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Victoria Pettigo Sturm, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Chemistry, Exercise Science. Julian Tamburini, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Finance Management. Felipe Samoas Chokolov, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Management. Rebecca Jade Thacker, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services, Theater. Jan Werner Thews, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Chloe Marie Travelstead, highest ranking BA, receiving a scroll symbolizing this honor, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services, Criminology. Alexis Antoinette Suego, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology and Human Services. Sophia Elizabeth Van Niederveen, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Molly Danielle Vance, Associate in Science, Nursing. Madeline Manuela Vesser, summa cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Chemistry. Cassidy Nicole Wallace, magna cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Malachi Cello Webb, Bachelor of Arts, Criminology. Harmony Mary Margaret Wilson, Honors, Associate in Science, Business, cum laude, Bachelor of Arts, Hospitality and Tourism Management. Stephanie Wolford, Honors, Associate in Arts, Criminal Justice. Allison Page Workman, Bachelor of Science, Exercise Science. Eliseo Abraham Woltring, cum laude, Bachelor of Science, Community and Corporate Health. Jacqueline Renee Wright, Bachelor of Arts, Educational Studies. Clay William Brock Young, Associate in Science, Nursing. Audience members, please remain in the auditorium through the conclusion of the festivities this afternoon to honor all of the graduates present.
I tell you, I have the best job. President Wood, all other students whose names appear in today's program are graduating in absentia. Would the graduates please rise? Graduates, would you please move your tassels to the left, signifying your graduation? And now we'll do that officially. President Wood, I have the honor of presenting to you and to this assembly the Davis and Elkins College graduating class of 2025. Graduates, would you please be seated?
Thank you. Oh my goodness, what a great day. Woo! On behalf of the Alumni Association Board and the entire Alumni Association, I offer you our most heartfelt congratulations. We are so very proud of you and your accomplishments. As you leave D&E to begin your new adventures, I want you to remember a few things. First, you are a D&E senator forever. Wear your D&E swag. You will be surprised at how much you have in common with someone just during a chance meeting. Second, stay in touch. Let us know where you are, what's going on in your lives. New jobs, achievements, marriages, and ooh, yes, the babies. We truly delight in celebrating these moments with you, and with your permission, would love to share your good news in the Forward magazine. Next, join the D&E Fun. We have several alumni chapters that plan gatherings all the time. The website and social media are great ways to see what's happening in your part of the world. So stay connected, and we will stay in touch. In fact, at this time, I would like to invite you to your very first homecoming as an alumni. You will be getting your more information soon, but I do hope you will be able to join us. So be sure to save the date, Homecoming 2025, October 10th through the 12th. Again, congratulations, best wishes, and may God bless you in all that you do.
Wendy's Tears of Joys are a D&E tradition. So, congratulations to all of the members of the Davis and Elkins College class of 2025. You might have noticed, in addition to the diploma, I also handed our graduates an envelope. On their first day on campus as a freshman, I asked them to write a letter to their future self. As brand new college students, they were asked to pour out their hearts, expressing their hopes and their fears, their excitement, their nervousness, their dreams and their worries. And at least for our traditional students, contained in this letter was a snapshot of a teenager as he or she stood on the precipice of adulthood. Those letters were sealed and stored in our registrar's office until today. As each graduate crossed the stage, those letters were returned to their rightful owners. In the black and the white of that letter, the maturation of each young man and each young woman from adolescence to adulthood is on full display. This is exactly what we mean when we talk about the transformative nature of a Davis and Elkins College education. Graduates, we can only imagine with hope and with anticipation the people that you will influence and the great deeds that you shall achieve in your lives because of your time at Davis and Elkins College. And now, as possibilitarians, go marveling in the world. As we conclude this commencement ceremony, we welcome Dr. Capps back to the podium to pronounce the benediction, and this will be followed by the singing of our alma mater. Families and guests, as we congratulate the 2025 class of Davis and Elkins College, we will ask that you please remain at your seats so that the faculty and the graduates may safely process out of the building. The recessional through the gauntlet of faculty will be streamed on the screen in the auditorium. Once all of the graduates have left the building, please join them to celebrate out on the Miles Plaza. Dr. Capps.
Please rise for the benediction. Friends, it has been a joy to celebrate the 2025 class of Davis and Elkins College with you all. To all the caregivers, families, graduates, congratulations. And now may the peace and the love of God carry you forward to serve both God and neighbor. And remember that it's by the goodness of God that you were born, by God's providence that you've been kept your whole life long, even to this very day. And it's by the grace of God that we've all been redeemed. And now may the grace of God, the love of Christ, and the communion of the Holy Spirit be with you all, now and always. Amen.
starting to read. I think the best music. No congratulations.
Well, I haven't seen you, have I?
I'm Lewis's mom.
Who are you? Who?
I'm Lewis's mom.
Lewis.
Oh, you're Lewis's mum.
Yeah,
You were playing the piano.
Yeah, my arm feels sore.
You were amazing. You're so you're Lewis's mum. So you're. Oh my God, we talked about him this morning.
Yeah, I was trying. I said he didn't come. He didn't come.
I need that like right now.
Jay, how are you?
I am not a valedictorian myself.
You're going to keep in touch with Lewis, right? We'll come and visit you.
I was just like, I'll come and visit you, or you can come bring me.
Anyway, Lewis has got loads of money, so loads of money.
Oh my gosh, he's going to
I was
miss you.
talking about Lewis this morning at breakfast.
Yeah, he's is someone going to take a picture?
Oh yes.
Look, me and Dennis said he was sat behind me. I was like, we've got a picture taken of that, so
Yeah, Lewis is a Pokemon guy.
Yeah,
He's made good money. And I never threw away his Pokemon cards.
what am I doing with this? Taking a picture. What are you two guys? Say,
Wait.
Pokemon!
Pokemon.
I'm taking two, is that okay?
Yeah, sure. Nice to meet you. Are you safe? What hotel are they at?
Lewis has gone, I can't believe he lives in a hotel. I was talking to
But he
Tim.
has a house. He
I know.
has a beautiful house and apartment.
You know who I was talking to this morning? Tim. You know Tim, who works there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim got me a hat, trucker hat. I'm going to send him some cards because he was showing me his baseball
I
cards.
woke up,
He's got his baseball cards. He was showing me.
so I jumped in the shower, but
He's got his cards. Baseball. 1930s baseball. Celebrate.
Dad, in the shot.
When are y'all leaving?
We're away. Might have went in here.
I have to show my sister, but she's looking at the thing. Say hi, Annabella. We miss you, Annabella and Uncle Andy. Yeah?
Actually, hopefully don't see you today. When I have to see you, there's something wrong.
Hey, how are you? Good. How are you? Good. All right. Nice seeing you. Everything good? Oh, perfect. Good. Good.
When you go in, just keep making left, you'll make it. They got more. You turn around and go back now. We all did. The doctor, the president started crying. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, look at over and get the picture. That's hard, man. Well, in her story, it's like, this was like, it wasn't one of those, like, we just ran over it, like,
Yeah, it's hot
I always love doing that. I'm boss here. Me too. I think he left. No, take it back. I can tell you that. I've lost you don't got to just Gracias, man.
Okay, can you see us now? We clear? Hi. Hey, say hey to Mimi.
Thank you so much, Lori and Claudia. Oh, thank you so much. We speak so highly of you. Thank you for your guidance, and we really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. We spoke very often. Thank you again. Alright, Gray is borrowing your horse. I'm borrowing this shirt. Correct. I'll sign my name. Now I'm not familiar anymore. Just Jamie. Josh put Hope Saint on here. She's the last one.
Thank you for sending that.
You were so smart. No. Let me give you a hug. Congratulations.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Tell them that you were a pleasure in class. So smart. So smart. Oh, wonderful. Yes, I hope so.
Yeah, safe travels. Yeah.
Let's pose so she can take a picture.